And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your teacher, Mr. Wulff.
Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Wulff, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. That's in the northeastern part of the state. I'd like to welcome you all to my very first episode of the Aftermath for scheduling and routine. Yeah, that's probably your first question. Who is this guy? Well, again, my name is Mr. Wulff, as the announcer said. Friends call me Paul, and I am a veteran teacher. I've been teaching for 17 years, and 10 of those are at an online school. I saw on Twitter a lot of people talk about their struggles with homeschooling their children. So I thought, let me spread the wealth. Let me put out my message to all of you that might be in that position where you're having a hard time getting started, getting them focused, staying focused, and getting them the education that they need in this difficult time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread the wealth. I'm going to showcase what I know, and maybe, just maybe, you guys could work together and be successful in your new homeschooling environment. So the first thing to do is to set up a schedule. You have to find the time to work with your child with the schoolwork. So what I would do is sit with your child and figure out either morning, afternoon, or evening, and duration of that time. You don't want to fit a lot of schoolwork in one day. You don't want 5 hours worth of school. So 1 hour, 2 hours tops would probably be best. And again, you know your child, morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever is the best for you, put it during that time. Now, some parents may still have to go to a job. What I would suggest is make sure that your school time has the parent home. You need to be home with your child to do the schoolwork. If they're left by themselves to do the work on their own, be it an online environment or if they've printed everything off and they have to read it themselves and then do the work, I would suggest to hold off and work with the child. Don't have them do it on their own. A lot of times if they're by themselves, they won't stay focused. They won't have that attention. They'll be focused too much on social media. They'll be too much focused on Fortnite. They'll be too much focused on FaceTiming friends. You want them to be focused. So having the parent there, working with the child, will keep them focused for that duration of that 1 to 2 hours. So the next thing you need to do, though, is once you've determined when you are going to do the schoolwork, post it somewhere. Put it on the fridge. If you have a whiteboard, put it there. Print it off. Put it somewhere that they'll see it, that they'll know what it is that they're going to do and what time they're going to do it. If they're more of an audio listener or a learner, you need to put it in a phone. And so an audible noise will then come up in a schedule or calendar, and then they'll know it's time for school, so they'll put all their things away, and they'll be ready to learn. Okay, so now that we have the schedule set, now we have to come up with a location of where you're going to be working on the schoolwork. So my suggestion to you is to find a place in your home that is free from distraction. I've seen a lot of people doing schoolwork in the kitchen or on a dining room table, and that's fine and good. Just as long as no games are close, no phones are near, the TV is off, and sometimes students do work better with some music playing in the background, and that's okay. Again, you know your student, but I would move everything away from all the distractions and have a set location for you to do this work. So together, clean off an area in your home, in the bedroom, in your bedroom, wherever you think is best, and just make sure that, again, nothing's distracting them from work, that you can sit with them and work together on the schoolwork. Now that we have the time and location set, it is now time to do the work with your student. So the first thing that I could suggest is choose something your student is confident in doing. That's the best part about this situation, is you can work on whatever you want to work on first. So choose something that they can enjoy, that they know that they're confident in. Reading, writing, math, science, social studies, whatever it is that they are good at doing, have them do that first. That'll gain their confidence, and they will get working, and then that ball will roll and roll until that 1 or 2 hours is up. So that's what I would suggest for you guys to do first, is to choose something that they are good at and do that first. So now that you've got the subject you're going to work on first, the next step here is to now find all the material that the teacher has given you for that lesson. If it's a video to watch, if it's a worksheet to complete either on the computer or printed off and writing it, whatever it is, work together, gather all the materials up. And another cool strategy is this. Have a folder for everything you do. Have at least 5. I usually use red for reading because past tense of read is red, yellow, green, whatever the colors are that you want to do, and label them. So, and then of course have a spot where you can put all that information. So when you have to turn that in, be it physically by driving it up and dropping it off at the school, or if it's scanning it in and sending it via email in an attachment, whatever it is the teacher's asking you to do, just have all of that ready to go and planned out so you have the beginning, the middle, and the end of what you need to accomplish for that subject. And of course, once that first subject is done, move on to the next subject, and so on and so forth. And like I said, don't go too far into the day with schooling. Don't go 5, 6, 7 hours with doing this. You've got each individual day, so pick out one subject a day. Monday could be math, Tuesday could be English, Wednesday science, and so on and so forth. So don't bog anyone down with all the subject all at once. Do one subject a day, accomplish that, turn that in if you need to, or put that away in your folder, and then move on to the next thing. Simple. Okay, so during the school day, if you have any problems with teaching the material, supporting the material, helping your child out with that material, and you're just not getting what the teacher is asking you to do, make sure you know all of the contact information for that teacher. It could be an email, it could be a phone, it could be text, it could be FaceTime, whatever it is that you might use best. And reach out to that teacher if you don't understand something, if you don't get it. Look online for any supplemental materials. Look on YouTube for any ways on how to help that student as well. And again, this is your time. Make sure that you use it the best you can so the student can finish that assignment the best that they can and then get that education that they need throughout your day. Now comes the however section of this video. The however is this routine, this schedule, this plan is not going to happen overnight. Usually teachers in the first week or 2 of school practice all of the routines, the schedules, how to raise their hand, how to walk in the door, how to find out if they're packing or if they're buying, the discipline routine, all of that, walking down the hallway, you know, all of those things usually happen within the first 2 weeks of school. This routine, this schedule now, being homeschooled or being online educated, it's going to take about a week or 2. You know, you are now teaching at home. You are now with your child, being the instructor with the supplemental materials given to you by your school district and your teachers. So don't get frustrated that it's not happening in the first 2 days of this, you know, the situation that we're in. So breathe and just calmly tell your student, tell your child, it's going to take time. We have to do this, and you know, don't hesitate to again reach out to your teachers, reach out to fellow parents, reach out to me, whoever it is that you want to take advice from, and just ask, hey, what should I do now that my child is home and they're still not getting that routine, they're still not getting that schedule, and they're still not listening to me as the teacher now. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So yeah, you will fail. You will not be successful right away, but guess what? It will work out in time. And when in doubt, you can always put incentives in at the end. Hey, you accomplished it today. Here's a sticker on your chart. You can put a sticker chart together. That'd be kind of fun. Or have some type of activity time that's set aside for them that's special, or something that they want to choose to do, and have that there for them, so when they're finished with the work, it's there for them when it's done. So whatever it takes for you guys to get that routine down, again, it's going to take about a week, maybe even 2 to get that down. So don't hesitate to reach out if you need any extra help in that area. We're here for you. Alright everybody, that'll about wrap it up for my very first video. Hopefully you liked what you saw, and if you did, if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. If you want to comment or like this video, give that a thumbs up, that'd be great as well. If you have any hints, tips, and strategies of your own that you want to add to maybe this video, you can put that in the comments below as well. And if you have a specific situation that you want to reach out to me and discuss with me one-on-one, my email will also be in the description below, and it'll be also right there. And we'll see you next time, guys. Good luck, and like I said, we're here for you.